Joining us on the program right now, very pleased to have with us the NRA's competitive shooting division director, Mr. Mike Krei. How are you, Mike?
Doing good, Cam. How are you?
I'm good. Thanks for coming on the program this evening.
Well, it was really good to hear the Marine Corps on just before me. It kind of goes to show what it takes to put on an operation like Camp Perry.
Absolutely, and once again, the national matches have concluded. Another successful event. Frankly, Mike, I've seen more coverage of the national matches this year than I recall seeing in years past.
We've really been outreaching both in Ohio and across the nation through our publications and really trying to get the kind of publicity that it really should have.
Well, you know, and I think you're absolutely right. I think this is really one of America's unknown treasures. If you're not a competitive shooter, you probably don't know anything at all about the national matches. I thought it was great. For instance, one of the competitors from the History Channel's Top Shot program was one of the winners out at Camp Perry this year.
Yes, Kelly was up there, and even my son got a kick out of that. He said, "You actually got to meet Kelly?" And oh yeah, the kid's a celebrity already.
And I think Jim was there as well.
Yeah, Jim was there.
So you know, it's great to see the the guys who have been competing for years. In the case of Kelly, only a few years because he's a youngster. But you know, these guys now getting some additional attention, and when they get additional attention, there's that sort of spillover effect.
It's good for shooting.
Absolutely.
It's totally good for shooting.
So let's talk about the national matches. You know, we know there are a lot of familiar names year in and year out. Guys like Brian Zins who do well every year. But who were some of the big winners this year, Mike?
Well, you just mentioned the biggest. I mean, Brian Zins won his 10th national championship, and he's just an exciting shooter. He's won 8 championships as a Marine. Now he's retired and shooting as a civilian, shooting with some of his sponsors and just doing a marvelous job.
That's fantastic. Also, John Whitten, who was the long-range high-power champion, he won, repeated his championship as well?
He did. But the really awesome, big news champion for us this year was Sherry Gallagher in high power. She just did a tremendous job. Dropped only 4 points in the whole week of shooting. Broke every record that we had, and won 4 of the 7 aggregates.
Wow!
Championships that we had. I mean, she just was amazing.
Well, that's fantastic. And what about the youth shooters, Mike? I know that you know, every time we go out to Camp Perry, we get a chance to talk with some of the young competitors out there. Were you impressed not only with the quality but with the numbers of youth shooters that we saw?
We really were. Our Whistler Boy team match, which is a junior match, two-person team match, was up, I think, 10 or 12 teams this year. We had them from all over the country, and just tremendous turnout. And that's a high-power rifle, and shooting AR-15s, it gives them an opportunity to shoot a lot of rounds and be able to handle it. Just a perfect gun for them.
Oh, that's awesome. So now what's next for the competitive shooting division? I hate to say that, Mike, because I know you just wrapped up a 6-week-long series of national championships, but you guys never stop. There's no rest for you.
Well, we do 47 national championships, and Camp Perry is just 5 of those. So we keep busy all year long. We'll start again. We'll start with our sectional championships that are our indoor national championships. We're registering those right now, and those will be shot end of the year and through the spring. So we just start all over again.
All right. Well, listen, Mike, as always, sir, I'm glad you could join us on the program. Congratulations on another successful year at Camp Perry.
It was a great year.
Look forward to talking to you again very soon.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Mike Krei, NRA's Competitive Shooting Division Director, joining us here